Hey there YouTube, another video by Spyco, Lord of Fire. I recently got these two pieces sharpened today by Atomic Celt Bladeworks in Pittsburgh. Guy, his shop is not too far away from the Pittsburgh Zoo. The guy is extremely humble, very down to earth, love talking to him. And he's really, in my opinion, kind of done some miracle work here. Um, so this is the finished project of restoring this axe, which, come to find out after talking to him, this is probably about a 100-odd-year-old axe or so. The only proof mark that you see is this W right here. That's about it. Right now I'm gonna take some time and post up the during images of restoring this and handling it and getting everything good to go. So just wanted to kind of take a minute and walk through the process of looking at kind of the state that this axe was in whenever I first found it. There was a lot of TLC that went into it. I had to, the new handle completely needed reshouldering. This edge was in super rough shape. I didn't get a picture of the other edge, sadly, but there was a huge chunk out of it where it looked like it was being used to cut cable or something that was clearly not wood. So this is essentially me just going through the various different grits, both on the handle itself and also on the head of the axe, because I was trying to knock off a lot of the rust and a lot of the dirt and grit and other stuff that was on it. Whenever I first found this axe head, it was sitting in the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket, and it had about 2 inches of rust on every single surface of it, to include the inside of the eye and the outside, and a lot of the metal pitting that you see on that surface. I don't know how much of that is recent. I don't know where this thing sat. The guy that I was talking to or with from Atomic Celt Bladeworks was saying that in all likelihood, just looking at this axe head, he was saying that, it's very possible that this was actually smithed out of American metal way back in the day, whenever smiths were still a thing in, regular America. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of extra audio input and kind of give a little bit of backstory on what was going on with this axe and what brought me up to trying the final parts of making it look all nice and pretty. So later in this video I'm going to try and give a demo of it. There's a cherry tree that I've been looking to take down, and yeah, I want to see what this puppy can do. So just figured that you guys would like to check that out, and we'll see what happens. So this is the tree that I'm thinking about taking. There's it's an older cherry. I think that it's got some rot going in on it. Definitely some ant holes on it, and some other things that are looking a little bit less than desirable. If I come out here to where the branches are, to me it kind of looks like the branches aren't getting all that much water, and it kind of seems like the tree is dying. And this is just a thicket on the side of my property. There's my barn right there. It's not like the barn is in any particular risk of the cherry falling on it. But I try to be proactive. I try to be neighborly. I would much rather, take out this tree on a good day and buck it all up with the chainsaw, with the power saw, and get that all done. But this tree has been meaning to come out. You see that it's got that marking there. And not only that, but the sooner I split it in this season, the earlier I can get it stacked, get it ready to go, and
you know, it's the sooner it starts drying, the better off everybody is. As far as, you know, final production goes, whenever I get a chance, I'll come back out with the power saw. Whenever I go to limb the cherry and everything and get it limbed and bucked, I'll probably cut up the stump, make it nice and level, make it look a lot better than this thing that's sitting right next to it. But just figured I'd, you know, give you guys the lowdown on what's going on before I just start wildly swinging my axe left and right. That way you guys kind of have a small semblance or idea of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And as I said before, whenever I gave credit to Buck and Billy Ray, I'm not an arborist. I'm just a Joe homeowner, and this is just kind of a little adventure with me. Well, as the saying goes, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your life plans. Ended up getting involved with something else yesterday, and just ran out of time in the day. Didn't have a chance to really do what I wanted to do. But I got this sumac right here, and you know, not really a big fan of sumacs. Just not one of my more favorite trees. Not a big fan of having them on my property. They populate really easily. They're not particularly good looking, and you know, fuck it. It's my property. I'm gonna do what I want with it. And if I don't want sumacs, well, I'm gonna cut a few down. And that cherry tree, I'll put that on the back burner. Maybe upload that in another video. Maybe do something else. But I got my camera set up. I'm gonna use my double bit axe and see how this freshly sharpened thing goes. Probably just gonna end up doing a back cut and letting the tree fall, and once it's down on the ground, I'll just pull it out of the way. I don't plan on really bucking this sumac. I'm not even a big fan of using it to heat the house. It's just generally not very particularly useful wood for the things that I need my wood to be. So, well, enough bullshitting. Let's get to work. Probably should be swinging this a little bit more carefully. Probably. Just taking chunks right out. I've never seen an axe that effective. Ever. I think I've just been working with shitty tools my whole life. Ta-da. Edge doesn't look rolled over, despite the fact that I put it in the ground a couple times. It's gorgeous. Atomic Celt Bladeworks, worth every single cent. Spectacular. It's just good stuff. Yeah, I was gonna call it quits, but I already got everything set up. I got my little back road cleared up. Might as well just keep swinging at this point. I mean, I'm actually kind of having fun. This is the other thing I got sharpened whenever I was there. It's a old German-made axe hatchet. It's a hatchet, but yeah, found it on my cousin's property. He said he didn't want it. See what it does. Seems to work. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today for recording. I'll get the rest of this cleaned up on my own time, but Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I don't give a shit if you like, comment, or subscribe. But if you want to, I mean, cool. Alright, I'm out.